What is digital literacy and what does it mean to me? In today's society, we all use social media and the internet to communicate with others and to check on friends and family. While we use social media and the internet for these purposes, digital literacy and participatory culture is very well a major thing when it comes to us using social media and being digitally literate. Communicators past, present, and future all have to know digital literacy and what to be involved in and what not to be involved in. But how do communicators know how to be digitally literate and know what and what not to get involved in and post? Digital literacy is the ability to use information and communication technologies to find and share information. According to Henry Jenkins and Confronting the Challenges of Participatory Culture, more than one half of all teens have created media content, and roughly one-third of teens who use the internet have shared content they have produced. This explains the fact that social media is being commonly used to provide and share information and has changed the way we look at digital literacy. Twitter is an example of this because Twitter helps shapes us and Twitter helps us get in touch with the world and learn and we know what's going on. Jenkins' statement just proves that even the younger generations use social media to enhance their digital literacy. The existence of Twitter, Zeit, Pocket are technologies that enhances digital literacy. Twitter lets you post and share stuff with your friends online and has a limit on how much you tweet, while Zeit and Pocket are both applications that allow you to receive and look up information and articles to share on your Twitter. Instagram is basically like a Facebook, but you can only post videos and pictures, and Pocket is more like a reading list of articles that you can save and share. Zeit is also fairly similar to Pocket. Zeit is an intelligent magazine that helps you discover interesting things to read. Zeit learns what you like and gets smarter as you use it. New websites such as these listed above allow digital literacy to expand and get used more often. The world we live in today rarely uses books now, and we look up information via websites, online, and even on social websites. In Kevin Kelly's New York Times article, Becoming Screen Literate, he writes, "A new distribution and display technology is nudging the book aside and catapulting images and especially moving images to the center of the culture. The overthrow of the book would have happened long ago, but for the great user asymmetry inherent in all media." What Kevin Kelly is saying is that now we are screen people. We use the computer screens to give us information. We are so accustomed to seeing everything on a screen. We even read books online with ebooks and Nook. This is why there could have been an overthrow of physical books years ago. Zeit is a proper example for how we now read via online and how we gather information. Zeit is a personal magazine in which you can pick up topics and focuses that are interesting to you, and Zeit will give you articles and readings on those different topics. If everyone uses Zeit, there would be no need for an actual magazine, same way as a book. If we're reading everything online, then there is no need for a physical book. Baim, in his Personal Connection, writes, "The same tools may take on very different meanings for different populations in different contexts or different times. This explains that everybody uses the internet or social media differently. In regards to Pocket, people may use this differently. In some areas, Pocket is used differently and in different ways. Pocket is a reading list of articles that you can save or share to Twitter or any other website. Some people use Pocket to just look up articles and to read them, and others to share and blog about them." Now moving on to my own personal experiences communication. Before my class, I never really used Twitter or even knew about Zeit and Pocket. Our first assignment was to create or make our Twitter account professional and to tweet daily. I'm the kind of person that if I don't get a certain number of likes on my post, then I tend to delete it. But I learned that I have to tweet a number that reaches Professor Wolf's tweet, so I was forced to just tweet and not get the number of likes that I would have liked. I learned while doing this that for my own sake, it's not about the likes, but it's about getting your point across to other people and becoming literate. Before learning what digital literacy was, I would put stupid things and things that sounded so illiterate, but now I know and I'm self-conscious to what I post. Blogging has also been a new thing for me. Tim O'Reilly believes that the blogosphere is the equivalent of constant mental chatter in the forebrain, the voice we hear in all of our heads. I can honestly say now that I am confident about posting what I feel, about a certain topic, of course. Before I was introduced to blogging, I had lots of thoughts and always wanted to show off my sense of style, but I never really had the confidence and the push to start a blog and to talk about several things. If I scroll past my Facebook and Twitter before learning about being digitally literate and learning new things in my comm class, you can see posts about stupid stuff such as, "I'm so hungry," or "I don't feel like going to school," or "I'm so tired." These posts are just not interesting and would be considered a thin tweet. A thin tweet is covering just one layer or topic in a tweet. Example. In my communications class, I was forced to tweet and write more thick tweets. Thick tweets are considered tweets that cover more than one topic. For example, tweeting about a link and sharing your opinion about it, as I did so here and here. I also mentioned participatory culture, and I talked about in the beginning, but I want to relate it back to my own personal experiences with blogging and posting. Blogging is such a huge factor in the definition of participatory culture. Participatory culture is not only a culture in which the public do not act as consumers only, but also as producers. Blogging is basically contributing to media and to the internet. In a way, it lets you have a voice in a space where you can share it. This is why blogging, Twitter, and Facebook, and all the other social media websites were created. These websites were created to allow the public, or, as I say, ordinary people, to have a voice and to let it be heard. But your social media are sources that you can say what you're feeling, share your opinion, and overall, just contribute, which is what participatory culture is all about. I think as communicators, past, present, and especially for future communicators, we have to know how to be digitally literate and not only talk about relevant things. Everyone has a voice and can contribute to social media and be a part of participatory culture, but if we're not aware of what we post and how we post information, the internet and even social media can be destroyed. Now, imagine if Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and Zeit were all just filled with thin and illiterate tweets or non-interesting topics. There honestly would be nothing to share or even comment about.